Now, I know everybody's gonna make a business credit video, how to be able to get started on business credit in 2024. I'm here to let y'all know, first of all, nobody is gonna give you the guide I'm gonna give you inside of this video. Now, throughout my 3.5 years of actually studying credit, business credit, and exactly how you grow it, the fastest way, I've decided to put this whole guide together for you and dedicate my time to this video to show you exactly how to build business credit from scratch. Not only EIN only, if you're somebody that wants to be able to go out and get things solely off of your business, but how we actually do it the personal guarantee way too. So let's go ahead and get to it. So far, everybody has recognized that I have been the gateway when it comes to business credit alone. And I'm about to get ready to take y'all through step by step on exactly how we do it. Let's get to it. I'm gonna give you guys a brief summary of my story to just know that you're speaking to somebody that's actually giving you the information that was able to change his life. This was when I actually got fired from a job that I had worked for 4 years. I had nobody to actually depend on to bring in income, but I had one Airbnb. And with this one Airbnb and my bank account being at zero, I was actually able to find out about the resources I'm giving you guys today to be able to get myself funded and go from the first Airbnb to the second and be able to multiply them using somebody else's money. But it didn't start just a straight path for me. I went through a lot of bumpy roads, a lot of mistakes that you guys are now gonna be clear from. And let's just be honest, you're not gonna make them. I saw a quote the other day that said, a smart person learns from their mistakes and they never make them again. But a wise person pays attention to the smart person mistakes and avoids the mistake altogether. So with saying that, this is actually how we get started from step one. All right, so this video is gonna be pretty much packed, but it's gonna be so much information that you really wanna get a pen and pad out and write this information down. Now, when you're starting off an LLC, there's a couple of things that you need to be able to know when it comes to not only getting this LLC out there to where it's actually a credible name. In other words, the creditors, lenders, and people that actually wanna fund you, they're willing to do that because your business looks credible. But we have to be able to structure it the right way. So there'll be a couple of components that we have to make sure when we're structuring this business. First thing is checking your LLC name, making sure nobody else actually already has that name. That way it won't be no interruption inside the system when you're applying for things, and they won't deny you faster than the Chick-fil-A line can move, everybody. So we want to check our name first. Second thing, we want to make sure that we actually have a business toll line. The bank shouldn't be able to call your number and automatically get to you. No, you want to get on that boss mode level. How we do that is actually going out and getting a business toll line, something they're gonna have to get transferred over to. See how better that sounds? Transferred over. So we wanna get that. Next thing is we wanna make sure we get a virtual address, a business email, and if you can get a business website, definitely do that. I refer people to go to GoDaddy to be able to actually get both of those from one place for a very cheap price. But these are gonna be the components when it comes to structuring your LLC at the beginning phases of actually building it. Now, let me take you to the other side of the direction, because I told you guys I gotta give you every single thing as possible inside of this video. So I can't easy up on you guys, right? Now this is gonna be actually the stairwell. You can either decide to take the stairs inside of this video or the elevator. I give you both. But that was a stairwell, actually structuring your LLC and going through the hard work of finding the companies to be able to actually build it the right way. If you're somebody that wants to be able to take the elevator and move a little faster, you can actually go out and purchase age corporations and LLCs. Well, something we consider as shelf corps. They're basically businesses that already come with history and already structured properly that I could just simply go out, buy it, and they transfer the documents over to me, and now I'm the owner of this company. The benefit of this is the creditors and lenders are looking for two things: high trade limits when it comes to the business and history. If I'm starting a new business, my business looks like a baby to the banks. Now you're still actually able to get funded, which we'll talk about more inside of this video, with your LLC being completely new. But this is just a faster way to be able to actually go through the process. You already have an LLC built, it comes with the history, and you're good. This is gonna be your step one, actually creating the LLC or going out and buying an aged one. Let's move to your second phases. All right, guys, there's gonna be a lot of people that's kind of upset with this second segment, and this is actually the building phases of your LLC to be able to get it to where it can get these credit cards, lines of credits, and cars, all these type of different things underneath your business name we have to start with the starter accounts, which usually everybody tells you guys to start with the net 30 accounts. As you guys know, lately, I have been completely shitting on those accounts. And by all means, I know everybody tells y'all to be able to do this, but if you guys want the kick-ass, you want to be the person that walks inside the building that looks like a Lambo, you're overqualified for the job. In other words, you walk inside and they're like, well, damn, we can't afford him because, he's a Lambo. This is how I'm about to get ready to show you exactly how to construct your business to be able to make sure you receive no denials. So we can take the route to decide to go out and get net 30 accounts, which creditors and lenders find them as they just don't hold any weight at all. Like they don't show us any credibility when it comes to your business. Or we can decide to upgrade and go to advanced. Like advanced accounts work like Netflix. Netflix takes out of your account every month and they don't bring you any benefits. They're not taking anything. But see, when you go to the next level, you get these accounts that actually bring you benefits that are called reoccurring payments. You see, when you go to accounts like eCredibles is going to be able to not only backdate, which I talk about very much inside of my YouTube, that you want backdated accounts that if I sign up today, it's going to say on the report that I actually had this account for 2 years. Those are the best accounts you can get. Another one is going to be Credit Strong. And then on down the line, you have Red Spectrum, Biz Credit Central. All these accounts are reoccurring payments with high trade lines reporting to your business credit bureaus. And honestly, these are accounts that hold weight. These are the accounts that are going to be able to push you through and be able to get higher approvals when it comes to solely EIN only. Now you get at least 4 of these accounts of reoccurring payments and you wait till they report. We want to go to somewhere like nav.com to where we can view our business credit scores completely for free. And we want to look and see if these accounts have reported. Once we see that they are all on our report, now we go to the third phase. This is going to be what they consider as the tier 2 phase. Now, before we actually go over what tier 2 accounts to be able to actually go out and get, I want to let y'all know that I have to give you guys the elevator and the stairway up. I want you guys to not have to watch another single video when it comes to building business credit. There's going to be a difference between personal guaranteeing and no personal guaranteeing. No personal guaranteeing is when your business is able to actually go out and get the approvals solely by itself. But personal guarantee is like using the business as a baby. When your baby turns 18 years old and he has not yet built financial history, he's broke and he doesn't have any money or any credit, well, his mom can come over and co-sign for him an apartment, a house, if she has the credit. Same thing works with a business. We decide that, hey, listen, I don't want to take the tier 2 level and we want to personal guarantee it. This is exactly how we do it. And I'm packing up everything inside of her to just show all these other food gurus that, hey, it hit different when you're on my channel. It hits different. We give all the information, not a piece, not a pie. So if you're somebody wanting to be able to skip past that tier 1 level and automatically go to the tier 2, you can go over and decide, hey, listen, I want to use my personal credit score and automatically go out and get these store cards, gas cards, and corporate credit cards. I can use my personal credit. But if I don't have personal credit, if I'm walking in looking like a 320 credit score, then 9 times out of 10, I want to focus on solely building my business credit. And this is how we do it this way. Now that we have those tier 1 accounts reporting, we want to hop over to the tier 2 accounts. But most people tell you guys to go out and start off with your corporate credit cards. Hey, listen, go out and apply for the Capital on Tap card is what we hear. You'll get a $50,000 approval. And then you get denied more times than the food stamp line can take applications. This is why I tell y'all, just listen to me, I got you. We don't want to start off with the corporate credit cards. We want to build our way up to the corporate credit cards. How we actually do that is we start off with a combination of 2 and 2. This is saying if we go out and get actual 2 gas cards and 2 store cards, we are now at that ultimate level. So now when we go out to these corporate credit cards, we're not looking at no itty bitty teensy tiny $5,000 or $10,000 approval. No, we're headed out the bank with more than we came in with. It hits different. So to give you guys 2 gas cards and 2 store cards you guys can go out and get, that'll be an easy approval now that you have those tier 1 accounts reporting. Is first thing is going to be the Rolflex gas card. Now see, with this Rolflex gas card, the reason why I refer a majority of people to this card is because not only is it no personal guarantee, I mean, you don't have to use a personal credit score, but it also takes care of maintenance. If your alternator ends up going out, you don't have to get the mechanic to go out there and tell you, hey, listen, it's your gas pump or it's your fuel tank that needs to be replaced. You can simply go over to a mechanic shop and be able to make that purchase through the Rolflex card. Second card that's going to be an easy approval to be able to go out and get is going to be the BP Solutions Fuel Card. It's going to be another fuel card that you can actually go out and get. Easy approval. Now, they might give you a low amount, somewhere around $500 to $1,000, but the whole point is to be able to start building. We need somewhere to start building from. These are going to be the easiest gas cards to be able to go out and get, besides the A and B fuel card. That's another one for you guys to be able to get. Now that we have these gas cards, we want to now be able to move over to the store cards. You see how we're working our level up, and all this takes time, but it doesn't take too much time. Over 90 days, you can be able to have this a business that is fully built and building a strong report to where it's actually able to go out and get the things that it needs inside of the business. Now we want to go over to the store cards. These are going to be cards that are dedicated to certain stores like Sam's, Best Buy, Amazon. A lot of these accounts are store accounts, and you can only use these cards at the store. But remember, we're only using these to be able to build business credit. That way we can actually go out and get the real bang for our buck when we start applying for these corporate credit cards. So the top easiest places I know to be able to go out and get an easy approval for a high limit when it comes to these store cards, I want to actually give you guys 3 of them, just in case. And the last one is actually the best. The first card I'm going to be able to give you is going to be the Floor and Decor Premier Card. I want to let you guys give you a little bit of history on this card. I was able to get approval with this card with only 2 trade lines reporting to my business credit bureau, and they gave me a $4,500 limit. So imagine for the people that have actually put effort into their first level. Now this was 3 years ago. Big mistake that you guys no longer have to make. But the Floor and Decor Premier Card is going to be a great card for you guys to be able to go out and get, and very easy approval. Second card is going to be the Amazon Net 55 account. Now this is going to be a very useful tier 2 account, simply because a lot of people shop on Amazon for the business, personal reasons, and a lot of different things, but it's definitely able to help somebody out that usually gets their materials from Amazon or orders a lot from Amazon when it comes to their business, and you don't want to really be using your own money. You want the benefits, but you don't want to use your money at the beginning of the month. You'd rather spend it at the end. This Net 55 account is going to be great for you because it simply gives high limits. I've seen people usually get $15,000 to $20,000 limits when it comes to this Amazon Net 55 account. And the whole concept is to buy more things to be able to get you guys money. With this account, I also have a video on how to be able to start your own inflatable nightclub, not without using your own money. And this is simply solely using the Net 55 account. Last account I'm going to give you guys. Now the last one is going to be a card that you're actually going to be able to go out and use anywhere. It's considered as a store card because it is the Sam's Club MasterCard. But I'm going to give y'all a little bit of gem inside of her. When you're applying for this MasterCard, because there's 2 types of ones to be able to apply for, the regular Sam's Club business card, or you can apply for the Sam's Club MasterCard, which is also their business. But when you're applying for either one, make sure on some applications, when you're going inside the store, they ask you for your SSN. They actually ask you for your social security number, which is an EIN only approval. So when they ask that, you make sure you put the EIN number or you leave it blank. You don't have to answer that. As long as you have put your business information on there with the EIN number connection, you're completely good. But some people make that mistake, and Sam's Club ends up actually pulling their personal credit report, and that's the reason why they end up getting denied. So just a safety caution for that for y'all when it comes to that card. But this is going to be the last level before we actually get to the corporate credit cards. See, the beautiful part about the corporate credit cards, these are where the points, rewards, and actual money come into play. Now, we're still at the tier 2 level, but now we're ready to actually go out and apply for these corporate credit cards. How many should we actually get? What is the actual benefit to these? Well, the first thing is when it comes to corporate credit card, this is the highest level to actually start building business credit. This is when you're at that next level. When you start getting corporate credit cards that are actually able to show the business is actually building corporate credit. This is when you get to that next level to where you're walking out the bank with more than you walked in with. So what corporate credit cards do we actually go after? The best corporate credit cards that are known to give you the highest limits, and actually there's a benefit on each side. The first one is actually going to be the Mercury corporate credit card. You see, with this Mercury corporate credit card, not only is it a very easy approval, like you probably could have got approved for it like once you got your gas cards and you would have probably been good. But we made sure you got a higher limit. That's the difference. I told y'all I hit different. With this Mercury card, you'll be able to not only get a high approval and be building corporate credit when it comes to your business to establish a strong rapport. This is how we actually add on to the arsenal of solely building a business to stand alone. The second one If you're somebody inside of the internet space or you have an online business that you run, the Stripe corporate credit card is going to be very good for you to be able to actually go out and apply for it, because they give high limits and they always say up to $400,000. But like, have we actually seen somebody get it? No, of course not. But I can say that I have seen a lot of people get very decent amounts when it comes to this corporate credit card. Naturally, the amounts of $5,000 to $10,000 on this one card. But you have to understand that we now have cash and we're not dedicated to just one store. We can go anywhere with these corporate credit cards. Last corporate credit card you'll be able to go after, which is going to be an easy approval, is going to be the Divvy corporate credit card. Now, I know a lot of people have actually heard about Divvy before, and Divvy is actually known to giving out high amounts. But see, now they're actually connected to Bill.com, which Bill.com is now connected to Bill.com and A&R. But all in all, they are a great company. I have seen them give a lot of limits out when it comes to Divvy, and they also promise up to $400,000. But the main goal that we're shooting for is to be able to build corporate credit to where our business can just stand alone, to be able to go out and get the car, the credit cards, the phones inside of our business name with no problem, no denial at all. Now, if you're somebody that wants to be able to actually know how to be able to get to the third level, which is the tier 3 level, getting the traditional banks to be able to actually fund this business, you want to be a person that watched this video right here. This is going to go over exactly how we go out and get over $150,000 for a brand new LLC using my method on exactly how the banks communicate. It's your boy Kiee Gibson, aka Red Secrets, and we out, YouTube.